Hello everyone, we'll start with the fact that the John Wick franchise has shown not only its viability, but also that this saga is gaining momentum with each new film. Since 2014, when the first part about Johnny was released, each new film collected more and more money at the box office, and finally the fourth chapter demonstrated just a phenomenal result, having accumulated the sum of $429 million around the world. As for this genre, this is simply amazing. So of course Lionsgate did not hide their interest in continuing the series about Johnny during the fourth part, but at that time both Keanu Reeves and director Chad Stahelski often said that definitely not, they had nothing more to add to this story, and it's time to finish it. And what can I say, the fourth part ended so that in general, it seems like all the dots were placed, although the most stubborn still continued to believe that Lionsgate would not just leave a chicken laying golden eggs, and in the end they turned out to be right. According to Dry Facts, as Hollywood reporters with very solid sources wrote a couple of days ago, Lionsgate confirmed the early development of John Wick 5, due to the fact that the film John Wick 4 starring Keanu Reeves exceeded the mark of $429 million worldwide. The chairman of the Lionsgate Film Group spoke about the future of the franchise during a telephone conversation with investors about the studio. It was said that, as you know, Ballerina is the first spin-off that will be released next year. We are in the development of 3 more, including John Wick 5 and the Continental TV series that will be aired soon. So we are building a whole the world, and when these 5 films appear, they will be organic. They will grow organically from the way we start telling these stories, but you can rely on the usual rhythm of John Wick. Well, that is, as you can judge, the statement is more than clear unambiguously, and it is essentially impossible to interpret them ambiguously. So apparently the studio bosses were able to put pressure on the creative duo Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves, because until recently the film director was rather skeptical about the idea of continuing. According to Chad Stahelski, he needs to take a serious pause between each new film about John Wick, because otherwise people will say, not John Wick 5, but John Wick 4 continuation, all the same part without something new, the same plot, the same tricks, even the staging, and so on. However, a little later, the director began to gradually change his rhetoric, so later in one of the podcasts he said the following: "It's very tempting for them to come back," Chad said, "and do you know we want more, and it's not just for money, it's legitimate that the audience wants more. I think we all need a little time to think. We'll see what will happen next if Keanu and I sit down in a bar in Japan again in a few months and say yes, we will never make another movie, and then suddenly say yes, but I have an idea, then of course we are open to it." Well, that is, even then Chad Stahelski began to drift towards rhetoric, as a potential continuation, and finally we found out that there was still a continuation. Whether this news is good or not, let's say it's generally good, because the audience will be happy to see Keanu in the role of John Wick exactly as long as these films will remain original, spectacular, and such that people from all over the world watch with bated breath. Naturally, I want to believe that film number 5 will also be something exactly like that, and not a story, but just the hammering of the next millions. As for other John Wick projects, Lionsgate definitely aimed at nothing more than creating a common John Wick film universe, the center of which will still be films, but which, at the same time, will expand and grow with new projects, and the Ballerina and Continental series are probably only the beginning of this process, because if you take the same Ballerina, then there is in general another main character performed by Ana de Armas and another team. That is, in fact, this is already a full-fledged separate project, and although yes, Keanu Reeves will already officially appear in the back in general in his role of a non-verbose dude in black, in general, this is no longer his solo album, although by the way Chad Stahelski said that he will keep an eye on the Ballerina as much as possible. We are going to get a different look at things. Well, as for the level of competence or style of action, yes, I plan to be there to help when I can, and our team of stuntmen will be very active in helping the project in all its actions. As for the ballerina, if we say a few more words about the miniseries Continental about the grandiose hotel chain in the John Wick universe, then if everything goes well, this project is supposed to be released this fall, but we are not promised the personal presence of John himself in it, and nevertheless I think the authors of this prequel will find something to surprise the audience, and more one mysterious undeclared movie or TV series that will further expand this franchise, gradually turning it into a real cinematic universe. You can write in the comments for now about what you would like to see another spin-off, and so in general, we can say with confidence that since the John Wick franchise continues to expand, fans can safely count on further exploration of this universe, through many films, TV series and so on, so that the future promises us an exciting and stable rhythm of amazing dynamic content. I really want to believe that the next project on the John Wick universe will be mega successful. Well, on this positive note we will finish. Write your comments. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you all for watching and bye to everyone.